we're streaming on a lot of different things because Rich still has his joint up. Hold on. Rich, I'm gonna get rid of your video game. Can I get rid of it?
Yeah,
Or
you can
turn
do
it
that.
off? Or just I'll turn them off.
Yeah, shut them off.
We're streaming to everything. Okay. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, we're live. It is for anyone who's here, which is no one yet. There's a delay.
Yeah, there's going to be.
Okay, so mute your YouTube. Jack?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What's up, y'all? This is Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. We're going live for the very first time. Please excuse any technical difficulties. Rich's camera's off and Chris doesn't have the best Wi-Fi, but we're here holding down the freaking fort. I'm Lawrence St. Victor. We got Jack Walker Pearson. We got Richard Wilson, who you can see, and that's Chris St. Victor driving the Batmobile right now. We wanted to go live and we felt like what better time is that than freaking Batman Day? So we'll shoot the breeze for a second, allow people to roll in, allow people to discover us, see what happens. But how was y'all day? What y'all been up to?
There's been a neighborhood garage sale here, so I just pitched a tent outside, set up a table, put a bunch of stuff on it, said everything's $1. If you feel like haggling, haggle with yourself and you'll win the bet. And then I left a jar where people could just throw their money in. Dog, the whole neighborhood's just been tossing money in there all day.
You had nothing to offer me?
If you want to come by the neighborhood, there's still comic books and video games. I mean, they're PlayStation 3 games, $1. It's ridiculous. I sold an Xbox One.
For how much?
Really?
It was like $10.
What? That's a
Wow.
bargain,
Why
Jack.
not?
$10.
Well, it was missing the power cord, but
and it's
guys seem pretty
power
happy
cord.
about it.
It doesn't work.
Rich gave me an Xbox One once. Remember that, Chris? That didn't work. I was so gassed up, but it did not work.
It didn't work, or did it stop working?
I felt like I got one play out of it, Rich.
Well, then it did work.
Well,
Yeah.
you're right.
It worked when he gave it to you, and you did not maintain the machine, and then it did
Questionable.
not work.
Questionable. Let's see, man. Let's see. Are you get anybody trickling into this bad boy? Man. Typing.
So I'm just.
Can I tell you how angry I am?
How
Uh-oh.
angry you are?
Why?
That's just what we need, another angry brother.
Yep. This morning we had work with the family, right? I think Sebastian, who's in the car right now, we'll go because Batman Day. It's Batman Day. We're going to get some cool stuff. We might junk. We wore Batman shirts. I do for Batman Day. Nothing. Batman Day hasn't been in the past, so we stopped participating in Batman.
They stopped participating in Batman Day.
How do you do that?
This is like Christmas, man.
Exactly. It's sacrilege as a comic book store, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
Wait, the comic book store's not doing anything for Batman Day?
It's like
no. So I the Batman Day package where they have the giveaways and crowd, or it didn't make stop participating in Batman Day.
Because people didn't show up, or people didn't want Batman stuff.
I guess. No idea. I have no idea. But all I know is you're like the 10th person that asked me about it. Tell you something.
I got this at Batman Day.
What?
This back here.
Oh, what is that?
Just got
It's
it.
like a
Yeah. Detective Comics number 587, 75 cents originally. It's just a big printout.
metal?
is it metal or wood?
It's wood.
I got one of those with Superman right back here, right there. That's my Superman one.
I got a big Superman one over there, but it's not Superman Day, so
Oh, right. What am I doing?
of course for me every day is Superman Day.
Let me ask you guys a
Those
question
are
real quick,
facts.
man. Let's get the ball rolling. This is for us anyway. Anyone wants to join in, you can join in. But this is for us. We're celebrating the man, the myth, the legend, who is Batman. I want to ask you guys, what piece of content made you a Batman fan? Like, what was the thing that made you go, I think I'm in? As a child, I assume.
It would have been the Michael Keaton movie for me. That was Batman
That
'89.
was Batman 89, Rich.
It's so funny you can't see Rich making faces.
I'm throwing up the middle finger as far as I can.
That's the Tim Burton one.
Yeah.
For those who jumped in, Rich has a hard time distinguishing what Batman 89 is. All right. And I assume the same, Chris, you said the same thing for you?
Yeah, I always had Batman toys, but Batman 89, and then followed up with Batman the Animated Series.
I was gonna say that the animated series kept me coming back for more though.
Yeah.
Series is what really, really, really like cemented man as the man.
Yeah. What about Rich? What about you?
I mean, it would have to be the same. Batman '89.
Which one's that?
Batman '89.
Is that the Clooney
Batman '89
one, Rick?
Oh,
Y'all gonna stop messing with this man.
That's the Kilmer one. That's the
can't
Kilmer.
even see his face.
You're right. You're right.
That's Kilmer. Yeah,
Right, Rich. You're right.
everyone knows that. Freaking geeks, you
Rich.
fake geeks.
You fake geeks.
Can you describe to us in detail what your shirt looks like?
It's a sloth that's dabbing
In
it
a
says
Batman outfit?
dab. No, just a sloth dabbing.
Since we can't see you, I'm going to imagine the sloth is in a Batman outfit.
You can imagine me in a
full
Batman
cowboy.
bikini if you want to.
Wow.
Been there, done that, Rich.
Hey.
But thank you guys for
Batman
asking
Day
me.
for that.
I would love to answer what made me a fan of Batman. Thank you so much.
It's a good
Jack.
thing he's hosting.
It's a good thing.
So, Lawrence, what's the thing brought you to the Batman table?
Batman 66, Adam West, man, every day coming home from school. That joint got me going. And then Michael Keaton's joint completely wrecked me because I was like, this is not lighthearted, it's not funny, and there's no sidekick, and it's not a feel-good message. It's like, but it got me in a good way. But Adam West to the bat poles. It was that whole show was a walking Toys R Us. Everything was like an action figure, a living action figure. Now let's get to the gusto. Who's your favorite or best on-screen Batman?
That's tough.
Matter of fact, let's change the question. Who's your favorite, and then a separate question: who's the best? Because your favorite may not be the best.
Can I say I think the most under what's the word? Just there was a missed opportunity with Affleck's. I feel like that might have had incredible potential to be something it just never really got the opportunity to be. So I don't know that my answer reflects the world I wish I were living in.
What's your favorite?
His costume is definitely my favorite. I'll say that for nothing. Affleck's costume is so much fun. probably, and I like the Pattinson. I just feel like that's something I'll probably like better as the series continues to, get
Yeah.
expanded on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Keaton for now, though.
Keaton's your favorite, and you think he's the best?
Well, I'll say, again, the best might actually have been Kilmer. I mean, you look at what he had. Not the movie, not the movie, but potential. I'm talking about the potential of who was cast, not in the content specifically. But you consider someone like Kilmer, especially at that time, he had everything you're looking for: depth, gravitas. He had the swag. He had the the depth for the character.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. You look at the movies that were really kind of being pumped out at that time, especially comic book wise. It just wasn't the stuff we're definitely accustomed to now.
Yeah.
It
I
didn't
think,
have the
man,
grit.
Watching that, it's better now than it was when it first. Like you watch it now is I don't enough credit. There was a lot of jokes about it, and it's not a terrible movie.
It's funny that we make jokes about it as adults, but when it came out, it saved the franchise.
Yeah.
Batman Returns
Yeah,
sunk
that's
it.
true.
They weren't able to sell toys to kids when Penguin's biting noses and like vomiting up his fish guts. Tim Burton went too far for them. So Batman
Yeah.
Forever kind of brought it back, and then Batman and Robin took it too far in a whole different direction.
I mean, Bale's hard to beat, though. You can't shake a stick at that guy. And those movies, with the exception of the third one, actually still hold up.
I had a hard time watching Batman Begins. Not because it wasn't a good movie. I didn't get the Batman jollies off in it. It felt like a really great real world.
I'm Batman is so bad. It drives me nuts.
Can we hear you do the version of that?
Not me.
I would say my favorite is
Lawrence, which one's your favorite?
I think Ben Affleck's my favorite, and I think he's the best. Not in the best movie, but if you stick his Batman in any of the other movies we're talking about, with what he carried and his depth and his look, you don't take away from any of those movies. Even if you threw him in Batman Begins, you're not taking away from it.
That costume's hard to compete with, in my opinion. It's
also
so cool. The texture's great.
His stature.
Yeah.
I mean,
But most underutilized Batman, I'd have to give it to him also.
he's the only one without a Batman movie.
Well,
It's true.
The fact that he's oh shoot, here we go. What's going on, Dark? Is that Dark Conan? I'm a bad nerd for not knowing it was Batman Day today. Well, come on through. It's Batman Day. We just asked each other a question.
Never too late.
Never too late for Batman Day. We just asked the question of who do we think is our favorite, and then who do we think is the best Batman live action Batman in the films? Because who our favorite and who the best may not be the same. For me, it is. I think Ben Affleck is my favorite, and I kind of think he's the best. Not in the best movie, but I think he kind of like embodies it without the murdering and all that stuff.
again, just the range and the stories weren't there. Like, I would love to see Affleck's Batman in like a long Halloween setting.
Oh yeah. Oh, the original concept for a standalone Batman was like what's his face? Dead what's his name?
Deathstroke?
Deathstroke is hunting him. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
the original film. Like
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to see Affleck in a origin story. He's too old for it.
yeah. And Dark Conan, Affleck did kill it. And he
Yeah.
caught mad heat in the beginning, yo. So much heat.
But so did so many actors get cast in these roles, just get fan assaulted, and then the movies come out and the fans are like, actually, okay, take it back a little bit.
How often have the fans been right? When they're like,
Oh, often,
Never.
yes, and
So
often no.
No, never. They have never
So-
like balked at a casting, and that movie came out, and we were like, they were right. When
Is that accurate?
Michael Keaton, Robert Pattinson did
Yeah,
well, Heath
so many
Ledger, Ben
letters to
Affleck.
Warner Brothers about
Are we talking about Batman content?
I don't know. You got someone?
Because I feel like people have been casting stuff, and then it's just been like it's such a celebrity thing. Nerds are such a tough crowd. Yes, they are. But like, even look at Holly Berry playing Storm. Like on
No,
paper might have been a good
I'm
cast.
talking about fans who had an uproar at the casting
I
and then
see.
saw the movie and they were like, "See, we told you so."
I'm sure there's an example where they were right.
There's a lot when they were wrong
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy when they're wrong because then the movies come out.
because they were also so loud when they're wrong. Like, how dare Heath Ledger play the Joker?
Well, look at what's going on with what's her name from Nope, Kiki.
Oh,
Keke Palmer?
yeah, Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer, yeah, they just said there's a fan thing going around like she might play Rogue
Oh yeah,
for the X-Men.
they're going crazy.
People going
Here's
crazy.
Get
So that's a different kind of hate. That's a different kind. Well, Rich, we didn't get your answer. Who's your favorite on-screen Batman, and who do you think is the best? If your favorite isn't the best,
My favorite on-screen Batman as of right now is Affleck.
Hmm.
But my favorite Batman is Bale.
Your favorite Batman is Bale. You ride for Bale.
Yeah,
Bale's
Bale's
dope.
Bale's my dude.
Bale's great, man. Bale's
But I
great.
feel like Affleck need to get more shine. He's been doing it. He's doing it pretty well. The costume design is dope, but I still like Bale.
I think it's weird now, right?
But
Because
Pattinson is coming up because I'm liking Pattinson's design a little bit more. Even though sometimes it's like,
What about his like bulletproof suit that doesn't make
yeah,
any
that's what I'm saying. That's
all
the
their
end.
suits are bulletproof and doesn't
That-
make
No,
sense.
no, his makes no sense.
like it though. Come on, you gotta have some kind of fantasy.
Affleck got shot in the head at point blank range.
Affleck did get shot in the
What are
head.
you talking about? All
Multiple
their
times.
suits don't make sense. Dark Conan, Affleck has my respect from playing the asshole at fashionable male mall rats, yes, to Batman, to J-Lo's husband. He has my respect. I would not fart if he was walking behind me. Me neither.
That's a great.
Me neither. Yeah, all their suits don't make sense. Since when can you hang glide on a cape perfectly throughout the city in Christian Bale? None of their suits make sense. But let's you suspend your disbelief. And Dark Conan, tell me, like, who's your favorite and who's you're the best? I know you said Affleck killed it, but is he your favorite on-screen Batman? And do you think he's the best? Let me know. Yo, third question, man. If you met someone who's never heard of Batman before, they've been living under a rock, or they're very young, and you had to give them one piece of Batman content, said, "Hey, watch this, read this, play this," what would you give them to
Easy.
get their feet wet?
Easy.
Long
Easy.
Halloween.
We take this one.
Well,
Go for
Jack.
I'm done. Go for it.
I would say Batman the Animated.
You can't give them 50 episodes. You gotta give them one episode, one thing.
You could give him in a box set episode where Commissioner Gordon gets shot. It's 24 minutes.
I disagree with you. I think if someone has no context and doesn't know about the relationship of Gordon and Batman, that episode doesn't hit if you don't know the relationship. I don't know about that one. Long Halloween works because
Because it's great. It's self-contained.
and
Halloween.
all
Everyone
the-
likes a mystery.
Masterpiece.
So yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna choose an episode of the animated series, I don't know if it would be the Gordon one because you have to know who Gordon is for that to work, right?
No,
Not
really.
if your name's Chris.
Gordon.
If you've never heard of
Oh, you
Batman
understand?
before, how does that episode really impact you?
Just stick to one episode though.
You can give a two-parter, but you can't drop someone saying, "Huh, what's this Batman guy?" And you drop a 3-season box set. They ain't gonna they ain't gonna watch all that. You can give them a few
All right.
episodes. You can give them like a 3-parter.
Are you sticking by it, Chris?
Maybe Heart of Ice. Like it's a award-winning one. I'll pull back if I can't give the animated series. What Batman like what self-contained could give that would kind of
You can give them a movie.
Halloween is a good you could give you could give like Batman 8 I don't know I don't know because you get killed in every single movie so
Say it again.
you see every single movie so no matter what you get an origin story.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if Batman 89 is something you can give a 12-year-old today and say this is going to get you hooked on Batman.
Right.
Is that the Keaton one? That's which one's 89?
89.
And yes,
I was gonna get
Dark Conan said Affleck had the voice changer and Christian Bale had to do a Cookie Monster even with all that cash.
Yeah.
Dingus. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you would. That's what I love about Affleck's suit. It's made to look like muscle. It's made to create the illusion that this guy is more than human, down to his voice. He would use tech like that. Yeah, I got to co-sign with Jack, guys. I got to go Long Halloween. If they're a comic book reader, Long Halloween. If they're not a comic book reader, I would have to say.
See, I don't even you don't gotta. You just gotta like good stories in your life.
I know,
you
but
don't
like
gotta be a comic book because
my wife won't read a comic book. So like someone who's like, I'm not reading this. I watch TV and I watch TikTok. I'm not about to sit down and read this graphic novel. That's a special kind of person. We lost Chris.
Chris is out.
He's mad.
Rich
He's
is a
mad. If they're not a comic book reader, I would have them watch. That's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I mean, I just say give him Batman 89 and let's see what happens.
I wonder how many times we gotta say 89.
I'll tell you what I'll give him. Oh, I know what I'll give him, and this is a
What?
banger. I'm giving them Batman Mask of the Phantasm. They got flashbacks that have an origin story. It's a mystery, and you pretty much get all the Batman Bruce Wayne stuff you want.
Huh.
And it's short. It's like an hour. It's like 90 minutes.
Oh,
It's not bad.
I remember
Yeah.
watching it. I definitely watched it. It just can't. I know the main villain was the dude with the hand, the bladed hand.
But spoiler
yeah.
alert, it wasn't a dude.
Wait, hey man.
Yeah,
You didn't even have to say that. See, you know what? You just ruined it for.
You wasn't gonna watch it. Was you
I
gonna
don't wanna
watch
see
it?
it
I'm
anymore.
sorry. It's
Let me
actually
ask you an
fantastic.
unrelated question. I have to get tested for this job, COVID tested. They're coming up to my house, which is nice.
Ooh, we got money.
The production does. And I'm filling out the questionnaire, and it's got race as one question. They want to know what race I am, and then they want to know what ethnicity I am. What's the difference between race and ethnicity?
Well, Jack, here's the thing.
Yes.
When you're a person of color, race, they want to know if you're black.
Uh-huh.
Ethnicity, they want to know if you're Spanish.
That's so funny. So ethnicity, it says Hispanic or not Hispanic. Those are your only options.
Yes. That was off the top of the dome, Jack. I don't even got nothing
Yeah.
in front of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. It's the first time
So
you
I
come
guess-
across this.
I guess not. No, I'm always confused why they say race and then ethnicity is a different thing. Because aren't they kind of the same thing? I mean, they're synonyms for each other. They are synonyms.
Yeah, but I think there are black people who are like Dominican people. You know, they're people who might be considered black. who are Hispanic as well. And I want to know why they need to know all this information in the first
I do
place.
too.
That's my real question.
They gotta shove it up my nose, and they need to know whether I'm a boy or girl.
Wait, that's where
Also,
they shove your Q-tip?
up my nose.
Oh,
Hey,
I've been doing this
yes.
COVID test
If
all wrong.
you got
all
options,
wrong. I walk into the room. They say drop your pants and bend over. I'm like, okay, this
Wow.
seems weird.
That's not a COVID test?
right.
race, we're all humans. Ethnicity is
Dark
heritage.
Conan.
Huh?
Race, yes. Okay. He said race, we're all human. Ethnicity is a heritage. That's the way it should be.
But then why
That's
why
what
does
it should be.
ethnicity only have Hispanic or non-Hispanic?
Because they only care if you're Spanish for some reason.
It's weird though. It's
always
still
weird.
odd.
It's always weird.
Like there's not even an other option.
No, they just want to know.
Thank you for
do you
the
speak
answer.
Spanish? And I wonder if it's different. I can't remember if that's different outside of California. Because we're such a Spanish speaking, especially Los Angeles. I wonder. Back to Batman, guys.
Oh yeah, Batman Day.
Louise, it's Batman Day. What do Ooh, we should wait for Chris for this one, but he's not here. Rich, where's your camera at?
There's
Still
no
not
waiting.
working?
Bro, I don't know. It's not reading my camera.
At least put a Batman image up for
I don't
crying
have a
out
Batman
freaking-
image. I got a ton of anime images, and
Man,
you know
you
what?
bet.
He has a wing there. Kind of can.
Batman did anime. There's an anime Batman series.
I mean, listen,
One of them's not
Sasuke
good.
is just as dark as Batman. He's been through a lot of pain. Okay.
Fair
But it
enough.
looks pretty pale from here.
Fair enough. Next question. If you can take different aspects from each live act, Jack, do you have to get out of here?
They're gonna call me when I gotta walk down.
Okay. If you
I'll be
can
back.
take different aspects from each live action Batman to make a definitive Batman, which actors would you pull from and what aspects would they be? So yeah, you can grab a costume from here, an actor from here, his Bruce Wayne from there, but his Batman from here, his tech from here, his detective skills from there.
That's a lot to think about.
No, it's not actually. I would take. Can I go? I guess I'm just jumping in a lot.
Cut me off. Yeah, go, Jack.
Rich was
There's no
Rich was
context
answering.
first. Wait, you go, Rich. You go.
I mean, I would take because I'm really curious to see how Pattinson's Batman is going to turn out.
Mhm.
So I would take Patton's Batman. Well, but I can't do that. I can't mix him with Bale's Bruce Wayne because his Bruce Wayne's kind of out there. He's like out of his shell.
Well, you can take different aspects. You can use Pattinson's Batman or his Batman or his Bruce in the Cave. You can grab Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne in the public eye. Like you can mix and match to make the
Okay,
perfect
all right.
Batman.
Yeah, so I'll do it like that. I'll take Bale's Bruce Wayne. I'll take Patton's Batman in the Cave. Because you got more detective there, right? Kind of starting out. I'll also take. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like Patton's suit is starting to grow on me, and I really want to see what the rest of that stuff can do. Like he really uses them gadgets.
He really uses them gadgets.
Yeah. So I want to see his. That's like I'm gonna take his suit. Nah, his Batmobile can go away. I like the tumbler though. Oh, are we doing other? We're doing the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can grab,
Okay, cool.
you can grab-
We taking a tumbler. That's Bale's. All right. And what else? Detective skills. I'm also gonna rock with Pattinson's detective skills.
He's like the only real detective out of all of them, for real.
Yeah. And then is that 4? That's pretty much 4, right? Yeah.
I didn't give you a number. Whatever you
Oh,
got.
you didn't give me a number?
No. Whatever you got to do to make the definitive.
I like
Definitely.
Pattinson's dynamic. Even though I would like that little fleshed out, like a little history behind him and his Gordon.
Yeah.
I would like to see how that actually happened, how they got to a mutual agreement right there. I would like to see that. So their dynamic. Boom. And who else? Who will be the villain? I really want to see the Joker from Bale's Joker.
Heath Ledger's
Heath
Joker,
Ledger's Joker.
and that thing. So pretty much, you're really for Pattinson's Batman. You're just dropping in Bale's Batmobile and Bale's Bruce's public persona in the Joker, but you
Yeah.
pretty much Pattinson's your definitive Batman.
As of right now, yeah, I would like to see him fleshed out more. Like I can't wait to see if there. Hopefully, there's another one. I would like to see another movie how they progress with him.
Well, me too. I'm with it. You know, I love that Batman. Jack, what you got to say?
Why don't you go next? Actually, I've been jumping on everybody.
Me, man. Okay, first up, Pattinson's detective skills, for sure. Affleck's Batman in the field. Not the murdering stuff, but like just how vicious of a fighter he is dope.
Because he's like literally runs over people with his cars and
Not
then
that
shoots
part.
them.
Not that part. The hand-to-hand combat stuff.
Right.
Batmobile, Affleck's. It's not a tank, but it's still not just a car. It's like in the middle between the tumbler and a car, without the gun on the front. I'm doing a lot of modifications.
I was gonna say Keaton's Batmobile.
Yeah, but
Keaton's intensity.
Well, Affleck, yo, Dark Conan, Affleck's intensity was crazy too. I mean, you can't. I think I would do Keaton is the Batman in the cave that I want. That look that he always has to go to work. Affleck, that's what I want. Affleck in the field. Now, my Bruce Wayne public persona, I don't need my Bruce Wayne to be the guy that's destroying his family's company. So give me Adam West's Bruce Wayne. That's
Wow.
charming, walks into a room, just straight charm. Like, yes, he's using his family's money to build the empire because it helps Batman to stay rich. It doesn't make sense to sink your own company.
Doesn't he slip Batgirl a roofie in one episode?
Batman does, not Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
See,
My bad.
Yeah, easy. We're taking, and so yeah, Pattinson's detective skills, Affleck's ferocity, like you said, Dark Conan, his Batman in the field, Keaton's the Batman in the cave, Adam West is the Bruce Wayne, Batmobile from Affleck, and yes, I will also drop in Heath Ledger's Joker into the mix with Jeffrey Wright's Gordon. No offense to J.K. Simmons, he's a beast, but Jeffrey Wright's Gordon, as well as Gary Oldman. We have a lot of great Gordons, but I'm going with Jeffrey Wright's Gordon, and I'm gonna use Jeremy Irons' Alfred. I like that.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Alfred.
Yeah.
Although Andy Serkis was great, but we didn't have as much with him. Well, I guess we had as much with him as we did Jeremy Irons.
That's true. No one had more character development than Kane. I mean,
yeah, but his character development went in a different direction for me. I didn't like Alfred stopping Bruce from being Batman.
But his direction, his motivations were clear. At least you give him that.
Oh no, yeah, of course. Dark Conan, he wants Keaton's intensity, Kilmer's smooth Bruce Wayne. You can't argue with that. Kilmer's Bruce Wayne, it's smooth without even trying. Bale's physicality. Dude was a freaking ninja. That was Ninja Batman. Affleck's ferocity. Yeah, Affleck was like a freaking juggernaut. And Clooney's, I don't give me my paycheck. Fair. We need a rich Batman.
Yeah.
Jack, what you got? You've been so patient.
Not like all your answers, almost. Roll was.
I didn't see True Romance. That's like the one. I know Tarantino didn't direct it, but he wrote it. That's the one like Tarantino thing that I haven't seen. Or did he write that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Tell me, Dark Conan. Jack, what you got?
All right. Well, I'd take Affleck's suit, no question.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take the tone of Pattinson's. I'd take the detective skills from the Long Halloween graphic novel. I'd take the world from the Arkham video games, the Batman video games, Arkham Knight, not Arkham Knight, but
it's so weird because that world is so like post Gotham's destroyed. Like I don't even know how that world works. Like,
it'd be great. And what I love about that is the way all the villains are like the rogue gallery is so well depicted. that's what I'm waiting to see, some version of that really brought to the live screen. I think the closest we've come to it is kind of, Keaton's, with the way DeVito was Penguin and stuff. It's like a little more
leaned into the content.
Yeah, but I think that version of it with today's capabilities and technology and standard and storytelling values, I think you get some really cool out of it. Like, what does Killer Croc or Grundy actually look like in a movie today? And I hope it's not like Lizard from the Spider-Man series, but
we saw him in Suicide Squad. How'd you like Killer Croc in Suicide Squad?
Croc was in Suicide Squad, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Some version of that. I don't need all the jokes though. Right?
Fair.
I would take Irons Alfred. I would take Pattinson's Gordon, especially the relationship. That's what I love most about the Gordon in that one. Wasn't just the performance, which was great, but it was the relationship that really kept bringing the story home for me, the way they worked together.
Yeah.
I would take Keaton's Batmobile and tell him to figure it out.
Okay.
Figure it out. Yo, that Batmobile is awesome.
But it's also the most not practical.
I was going to say there's
about bat suits.
But it would have to be. But I would take the mobility of the Batmobile from the animated series because it could make any.
Also, structurally makes no that long.
Yeah.
Hey man, he worked it out. Yeah. I would take the night. What is this? His Nightwing? Not Nightwing, but what do you call his?
Plane?
Yeah,
Batwing.
The Batwing. I would take the Batwing from the animated series.
Oh yeah, that was dope. He doesn't really have. No, he had it in Batman Forever and Batman. Yeah.
I would take the tech from the Affleck version, but I would take the detective tech from the Pattinson version.
But I would take the Wayne tech from the Bale version.
Absolutely. Yeah, Wayne tech from the Bale version. And I would take that Lucius Fox because he's kind of the only one we've got.
He kind of is the only one outside of the Gotham series. Good answer, man. Dark Conan, you gave us yours. Chris, Black Bruce Wayne is still on the road. We do have 7 watchers, not just including us watching ourselves. We got Dark Conan here, and it looks like we have some other people watching. 8 watching now. Awesome. So, guys, I know you have been commenting you're watching. We're going to do a giveaway right now. We're going to do
a
giveaway. You cannot win, but I bet you don't know the answer to this, though. Don't say it if you do, but I bet you don't. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. The way you win a McFarlane Batman figure of our choosing, Chris is kind of keeping it a secret. He wants you guys in suspense what the figure is, but it will be a McFarlane Batman figure shipped and sent on us. You have to answer the question. First, you have to like this video, subscribe to our channel. This is a long process, so listen up.
Asking so much.
Channel, and then, so you don't spoil the answer, you have to go to Instagram at 3 Brothers and a Shot of Milk on Instagram. DM us the answer. DM us the answer on Instagram.
Brothers is spelled brothers, so
yes, I'll put it. Jack, put it in the chat. Can you put it? I'll put it in the chat. Already sub Dark Corner, you my dude, man.
Talking about. All right.
3 Brothers. I'm writing down our Instagram.
Hold on. I think my man is Dark Onan.
Dark Onan?
Yeah. As a
Dark
O-N
Onan
and
sounds.
E-N.
My bad.
Dark Conan does sound dope, but I think it's Dark Onan.
3 Brothers and a Shot of Milk. All right. Go to Instagram. That's our handle on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram and DM us the answer. Here's the question. In Batman and Robin, starring George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, they made the choice to make it so Batgirl was not Commissioner Gordon's daughter. She was Alfred's niece. Her name was Barbara, but her last name was not Gordon. What was Barbara's last name in Batman and Robin? Everybody hurry up and run to IMDb. And look, I'm going on my Instagram right now.
I don't even know.
Jack, do you know? Text me. Don't spoil it. Text me. I don't think you do. You don't know. And don't IMDb it and then send me a message. All right. I'm checking the DMs. But until that point, let's go on with the next question. What would you guys like to see in the next Batman movie? Not saying the next sequel from Pattinson, but in general, the next movie. Period.
I wouldn't mind the seeing Batman Pattinson in the next movie though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like one, continue the story. I have mixed feelings about the Joker tag at the end of that movie. Felt pretty, I don't want to say cheap, but a little cheap to me. It also might have been too soon. And you remember how they introduced Batman in not Batman, the Joker in the Christian Bale? It was so subtle, man. It was a playing card.
Yeah.
Like there was something eloquent and exciting about that, and not spoon fed. Anyway, so I don't know that the Pattinson version. I need to see the Joker in that. I wouldn't mind seeing like some sort of Hush storyline or Court of Owls play out. Like something like that'd be cool.
Court of Owls would be dope. Hush, I want to wait a little bit.
Let the world expand.
Let him grow more before he's undone by someone who knows him. But the idea that there's this whole thing under Gotham, he thought he had Gotham figured out. And it's like, dude, that's dope. I'm with that. I like that a lot. Especially for a younger Batman. That's really great. I'm with that. Rich?
Yeah, I would say a Court of Owls. That's what I was thinking as well. I was actually thinking Bane, but I'm like, because we're talking Pattinson, which is the one.
It doesn't have to be Pattinson. Whatever you want the next Bat movie to be.
I want to stick with Pattinson.
Ooh.
I would say Court of Owls would be good. I was thinking Bane, but I was like, nah, it's too soon for that. It's too soon for him and Bane to be going at it, getting his back broken. I am interested to see if they how they're gonna play out this Joker thing, if that's the move they're gonna make. But at the same time, it's too soon for him to have to be involved with Joker like that, and like taking tips from him. Like, I mean, look like he's like a fledgling. He's what, 2 years in at the time?
I mean, there's an argument that Joker is someone he meets early in his career. I mean, they go at each other from the beginning to the. Oh, it depends what you want to do. But even remember, the Dark Knight is still Batman year 2, just like the Batman is.
I mean, yeah. I'm interested to see how they do the Joker, but I would like, Court of Owls would be dope.
I'm with that too. I'm with Court of Owls as well as seeing I'll stick with the Pattinson one too. I'm with Court of Owls, but also seeing the Penguin kind of rise through the ranks in Gotham's underworld.
That man was dope.
He's right there, and
he is.
This is what I want to see more than anything. Like, everyone wants to throw Batman to the Justice League and build out the DC universe, and I'm like, the Bat universe is just as huge. So honestly, I want to get a Dick Grayson in here. I want to get Robin in here. I want to see this orphan now step into the role of, what am I going to do with this freaking 13-year-old? I would love to expand the Bat family and expand the world of Gotham. I would love that. And get the kid from Euphoria before he's ages out.
I was going to say, because he's getting tall quick. He's already hit that first growth spurt.
Dude. Chris, the last question was, what do we want to see next in a Batman movie? Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the sequel to the Batman, just in general.
Honestly, I just want to see more Batman adventures. It'll be great to see a Robin. It'd be great to see. I want to see more of the Rogues Gallery, but I want them to explore that Pattinson universe, and I want them to. I'm all right with having a self-contained, like, one-shot movie adventure where the arc begins, the arc ends, and that's it. But I just want to see more Batman adventures and more content. And I don't necessarily need a world. I just need to see Batman do Batman stuff.
I'm with that.
Batmobiles, Batwings, everything.
Yeah.
And I
Don't
agree.
need
No
origins.
more origin stories.
I don't like. Here's the thing, guys.
At least not right now.
Batman's origin story is on replay in Bruce Wayne's mind every single day. Like that's a key component. He never stops thinking about his parents' death. So I'm okay if I see a flashback. I'm okay if he wakes up.
But that's not what they're saying. They're like Batman year one, pre-year one. That's the origin.
You want to see, Chris. You want to see like Batman. I'm established. I have my tech. I know what I'm doing.
How many times have we established him? We know who Batman is at this point.
And I agree with you, Jack, 100%. It's in Dark, I agree with you too. I don't need to see him start over again. We already have Batman established, multiple Batmans established allegedly in here. I just need to see a self-contained Batman story. Batman being Batman, doing Batman things with his Batman friends, and that's it. That's what I want to see.
Man, we got a winner, guys. My man, Dark Onan, hit us up on the gram.
Nice.
And followed us. We're following him right back. And he got the right answer. Before I give the answer, what do you guys think? The question was this, Chris.
Go ahead.
Batman and Robin, Batgirl was not Gordon's daughter. She was Alfred's niece, Barbara. What was her last name?
Penny Saver.
Pennyworth.
Nope.
No.
Come on, Penny Saver's funny though.
Nope.
Penny Saver is funny.
Rich, what's your last name?
Why you gotta get my government out, son? What's happening right now?
You have the most common name. I don't think anyone's gonna find you.
They will.
Well,
I mean, he says it every episode.
Wait.
It's
Yeah,
Barbara Wilson.
Barbara Wilson was Alicia Silverstone's name.
Really?
Yes. Barbara.
Wilson? Was she related to Wade?
No.
Jesus.
Did you miss that one?
I
Did
did
Lawrence
not.
get it?
I got it.
Lawrence did not get it.
I got it. And
Slow as that train was running.
And you meant Slade Wilson. That's the one in DC. Come on.
No, I meant the pool.
You did. Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, I jumped the whole.
Chris, tell him what he won. He's hoping you got a Ghostmaker figure and a Red Hood figure. Do you have any of those on him?
I do, but they're not going to you. You won this Hot Wheels. No, I'm joking.
Oh, hell no.
No. You won the McFarlane 3 Jokers Batman. And so you know how we feel about McFarlane here? So you guys can get the McFarlane figure. And then what we'll need to from you is hit us up in the private messages. We'll get your info and I'll get that sent out in this week.
Yeah, hit us up in the DMs and the Instagram, and we'll get it. Give us your address or wherever you want it to send to, and we'll get it out to you, bro.
Slide into our DMs.
Wow.
Slide into the DM. Wasn't that a
I think
song?
he's grabbing the figure right now.
I feel like that was a song.
I did a whole Batman figure collection unboxing, so the room's a bit of a mess. I was going to show you the 3 Jokers figure. Talk amongst yourselves. He probably knows what it looks like.
I'll post some official pictures of it after. It'll go up on the gram.
Okay,
the 3 Jokers.
He also said, hit the ground running and tell the origin in a montage. Listen, the reason why I think an origin might be necessary is because every time we see an origin, they slightly change it. Michael Keaton, it was a Joker who did it. Christian Bale, his dad went down. He was kind of scared. The Affleck one is very important. That origin story was important because the first time we saw Thomas Wayne stand in front of his family and look that gunman in the face.
True.
Almost like aggressive. And all these different versions inform us of the Batman we're getting. To see your father get shot in cold blood and be scared, Christian Bale's like, I wasn't able to protect him. I have to be stronger than he was. Ben Affleck saw his father stand up and take a bullet going down fighting. It changes your Batman.
You think we're gonna get a Thomas Wayne in that Flashpoint movie?
Nope. That's Michael Keaton, man. That's that Batman. His Batman's taking over that type of position.
You think that's the only Batman we were gonna see in that film, though?
Are we going to see that film?
It might have been George Clooney in that. Well, that's an even better question. What is Rich? I want to say
I don't know what Rich is doing.
like
But,
a choker.
Dark Onan, we got your information. We will be sending that to you freaking ASAP, man. Thank you so much for being here and jumping on this thing. This is our first live, so thanks for bearing with us. Before I bring us home, I want to bring us home with a little bit of trivia so you guys can kind of make up for the horrible job you did with Barbara Wilson. Let's
Penny's
give it a
worth.
go.
Okay.
Let's out of three of you guys and those listening, you guys can just answer right in the comments right here. You don't have to DM the answer. This is just for fun. I'm gonna throw out some questions and let's see who can answer them first. Rapid fire.
I'm gonna butcher all this. Let's go.
Okay. First one. This is mad easy. You already said it. What's Alfred's last name?
Pennyworth.
Pennyworth. Oh, wait. We have a question.
I do sense some audience fatigue regarding comic films in general. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Viviana, who would you introduce as Batgirl? Honestly, I think I would love to see Leslie Grace's movie.
Right?
The one they canceled.
Like they already have it.
They have it, but they got shelved.
So I can't not say Leslie Grace. I can't.
I second that.
Yeah. So you think there's ever is there ever a way where we'll actually see her be introduced in the universe, even though they pulled her standalone movie? Could she be introduced in future iterations?
They can bring in a Batgirl anytime, sure.
But how cheap is that now to go make her a third, secondary, fourth, all the way, D-list plot point in a different movie? Well, she's got a standalone film we're never going to see.
Dark says Morena Backer with athletic build. I would stand in line to get beat up by her.
Chris, is that you? Are you?
That's not.
That's something you would say. Who knows, man? And I don't know, but I would love to see her as Batgirl in one way, shape, or form. It would suck, but at least we're getting her as Batgirl, even if she is the third sidekick in the next Batfleck movie, if that even happens.
In comment to Dark's other post, I don't know that the gas needs to be let off the foot, but I feel like the pandering for just the cheapness of the content needs to kind of be reevaluated again. I feel like content is being pumped out at such an alarming rate that the attention to detail, the stakes, and some of the care that was being put into it 10 years ago isn't necessarily what's still translating today. We're just getting
and what to add on to that, I feel like movies now they're trying to be woke. So movies and series, they're trying to just add the wokeness to everything, and they're really not fleshing out a story.
I mean, look at Sandman. Sandman is such a great example of something where I'm glad this content came out and it was handled, in my opinion, really well. It was a fun, engaging story with depth, and so much of the stuff that, and I'm not knocking Marvel or Disney, but even when I consider the last Thor movie that came out, I knew I wasn't going to get the gore, the God Butcher from the comic books, but I was hoping that it was going to have a little more.
You're hoping Christian Bale's performance was going to be in the same, like there was going to be a movie for his performance instead of
or even the way the character was kind of depicted. So the potential's still there. I just feel like the ball is being dropped a little bit,
Well, and honestly, DC
quality is suffering for sure.
DC has stumbled, but this is kind of a Marvel thing. Because although DC stumbles, you're not getting 100 DC TV shows and movies.
No, we're not getting any now.
No. But you know what you got? You got Peacemaker. Fire.
Yeah, which is good.
You got Peacemaker with the Harley Quinn animated series. Then outside of DC and Marvel, we got The Boys. We got, like you said, Sandman. So I think comic book content is strong as ever. I think that it's a particular company right now that's just
it's the restructuring. We're getting we're paying the price for corporate restructuring.
But I think it's still a good time. We live in a time
I'll be back, gentlemen. My test just arrived.
Oh, you got to take a COVID test.
I'll leave this on, but I'll mute.
Okay. But there was a time, I don't know how old you are, Dark Onan, but there was a time where you had to wait like 10 years for the next comic book movie.
Do you
So
remember
I'm
how long the rumors about the X-Men movie came out? I remember the X-Men movie rumors in like second
like
grade.
Wizard magazine just
Yes.
so
yes.
for me, although it's saturated, for me it's like it's like this Matrix was built for me.
To the door pantless.
Too late. That's
I
how
like this
Jack
dude.
rolls.
I like this dude.
He's great, man. But yeah, I think the big ones, man, will be special. So I think Wakanda Forever is gonna be special, even though all the stuff on Disney Plus kind of feels oversaturated. And Rich, I don't know if I don't know if it's like a woke thing because they made Sandman diverse when the comic book wasn't, and it didn't feel like an agenda. So I feel like it just really comes down to
Listen,
what the
I'm
point
not
is.
saying I'm still gonna stick by it's a woke thing because they did Sandman right. Like if you're gonna be woke, do it right. Don't just throw it in people's faces. Though they did like subtle gender swaps here and there, whatever the case may be. They didn't have to push like a narrative about it. They stuck with the story. Right
Yeah.
now, you got a lot of this stuff where they're just pushing it down your throat. Like okay, you know, call it misogyny or whatever you want to call it, but people will be like, women can do anything a man can do, and this, that, and the third, and black, like it's just too much at times. Like,
But you were
I
cool
agree
with
with
them
you.
making John Constantine Joanne
I
because the
didn't mind
story
that.
was good. Because the
Yeah, the
story
story
was
was good. If the
so it
story's
wasn't the
not good,
swap.
then
It's the
focus on the
story.
story. Make sure
Yeah.
that's right before you start doing all this other stuff.
It's always the same thing we said. If it comes from an authentic place, then it's okay. But when it's not authentic and it's pandering, it becomes eye rolling and difficult to stomach.
Right.
And if you guys listen to the podcast and listen to some of our stuff, it we've had problems with a lot of content because of that. But when it's authentic and it's real, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Dark Onan says, honestly, to me, it feels like Hollywood is afraid of the Gen X comic movie cash bubble bursting, so they're just churning the comic movies out as fast as they can before the moment passes. Dude, these are
There's truth to that.
billion-dollar movies. Like they gross billions of dollars, some of these. So you're absolutely right. Disney's like making billions every time one drops. So they're turning this thing out quick. Whereas in the beginning, this was kind of they weren't sure if Iron Man was going to do business, and now, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing as long as they continue still to create good food. Every franchise wants to make money. Restaurants, doesn't matter what it is, Nike, but you still have to turn out good product. And I don't know, we're like in an in-between stage, man. Look, I love the MCU, but if they were to end it, Endgame was the perfect
Of
final
course.
chapter. Like that's the perfect end. And now I think they're figuring out, well, how do we create a new beginning? But we'll see, man. Jack left, so you guys are gonna have to play trivia. Chris versus Rich.
Let's go, Rich.
So wait, what's Alfred's last name?
Pennyworth.
Ooh, you lost, Rich. Here we go. Next one.
Money saver.
Oh my god.
You better watch out. I'm coming for him on Monday.
He says, and I know this sounds weird, trust me, the next generation grew up with Pokemon. For real. Hollywood don't know what the F to do with that. At least I don't think they do. I think Hollywood is going to commercialize content. That's what they do.
Well, remember what we were talking about the other day was the way a lot of the series we watched growing up ended was like Alf got tested by the government.
Yep.
Dinosaurs, they all died at the end of it.
David
Reboot.
the Gnome, they turned into reboot.
They
They
all
ended.
died.
David the Gnome was they died.
Hard.
They turned to trees. It's rough. But
Yeah.
Dark, Pokemon is still alive and strong. I just came back from the comic book store with multiple packs of Pokemon cards.
That's true. And what that Pokemon Go app did for people getting out and socializing was actually kind of incredible.
But to his credit, I think this is what's happening. I think the MCU changed the game. Where before you would have a Batman movie or movie come out, Spider-Man, it'd be a 3-movie trilogy. That's it.
Standalone.
Third movie, it's done. You can reboot it in a few years. We get a different chapter. Now the money is, how do we keep this 10-year series of sequels going? and
Yeah.
keep them interconnected. And comic books struggle with
I
keeping
mean,
all these
wasn't
stories.
Hugh Jackman was in like 13 movies or something?
Yeah, probably. And how many of those X-Men movies fit perfectly together in continuity?
That's
They
That's
a-
why
hardly
that's why they kept rebooting the movies
within the movie.
within the
Like,
movie.
and that's what comic books struggle with. It's like, how do we handle all this continuity? And I think we're seeing that in the MCU now. Is
Well,
how do
it's
we
what
justify?
Star Trek eventually had to do too. They were like, we can't erase what came, but we have to start over. How do we do it?
Time
We
travel.
travel all the time.
Well, and with the MCU, they found their get out of jail free card, the multiverse. That's
Right.
going to allow them.
I don't even want to talk
Yeah,
about what.
next
the back-
question.
no,
Yeah,
come
next
on.
question. Y'all don't want to hear Jag on about the multiverse. What's the fourth Robin's real name?
Dick Grayson,
Damon Wayans.
Tim Drake.
Damon.
No, wait, was the
Damon.
girl? Does the girl count?
Is she Robin? Was she
Jason
Robin?
Todd, Damian
We
Wayne.
talk about Dark Knight, Robin.
Yeah, does she count? Is she in continuity?
No, I will say no. In main continuity, in main Batman
Oh, then
continuity.
yeah, it Jack Woods, but yeah, it's Damian Wayne.
No, it's not.
Tim Drake.
Nope. Darkona, do you know this? Fourth person to put on the Robin costume? Well, after Tim Drake, briefly, Stephanie Brown, spoiler,
Oh,
became Robin very briefly before Batman fired her for not following orders. Stephanie Brown was Robin.
Who is she now?
Fire? So they get paid.
Spoiler. She was also Batgirl at one point, and then Crisis, erased continuity. They keep some continuity. It gets very confusing. But within our main Batman's continuity, she was the fourth Robin.
Who is she now?
Spoiler. She like wears a
Spoiler
purple
is the name of
costume.
the character.
That's her superhero vigilante name.
Oh,
Wait.
I'm like, I thought you were saying something. I'm waiting for it. Like, what do you mean?
You wait for the
spoiler?
spoiler?
Yeah. Dargonin knew.
We got to get him on the show.
yeah, we
Might
should.
have to, man. He's in Hawaii. Are you in Hawaii, or did you say you're
From
Hawaiian?
Hawaii.
From Hawaii. See, if you're in Hawaii, that's I want to go to Hawaii. Last question, and I already know who's going to win this. Batman the Animated Series was iconic. Won Emmy Awards. Changed the game. Changed animation. They actually drew those cells on like black paper to give it that look.
The noir.
What famous character did Batman the Animated Series create from scratch?
Harley Quinn.
Ooh, Chris, that's my cousin. Don't say nothing about my cousin.
Is that right? Harley wasn't in the comics.
Yes. No.
Really?
Not
no.
until
Paul Dini.
Batman the Animated Series.
Yep.
No
This is Paul
kidding.
Dini creation.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Full creation. It's crazy.
Wow,
right?
what'd you win?
A stiff
I want a
handshake.
spot on the podcast.
A stiff handshake.
A stiff handshake.
Oh, actually, that's fair. He redeemed his spot on the podcast. He in Hawaii.
Born and raised, genuine nerd. Not everyone here surfs and has a tan. I don't go to that scary place called the outside. Dude, the ocean is an abyss. I don't know how people like are just swimming in that thing where there's like things
It wa-
in there that will eat you.
It wants to claim you. It wants to
I'm
claim your
like-
soul.
I'm like, I'm good. Well, for those watching, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in on this Batman Day. We have a podcast. You can check us out, Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. You can check us out on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google. Just Google it. We'll show up. Whatever you listen to podcasts will be there. And you're on our YouTube channel. If you go to the playlist, we got unboxings, we got movie reviews, we got Jack with his comic books, we got Chris hitting different Walmarts doing toy hunting, and we come up with some really cool content, man. On Instagram, we're dropping content all day, every day, stuff that we geek out about, man. We're not professional critics. We're not comic book writers. We're fans. This is what we love to do. Oh, Viviana says Margot Robbie plays a great heart. She does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She does.
And Dark agrees. Dark seconds it.
What was crazy is the movies she's in aren't great, but it's like I wish we can get her. There's a way. There's a way.
They're not terrible though.
The
they're
first
That
not-
second Harley Quinn movie
was
was not about that. The Birds of Prey, whatever.
Birds of Prey. I like Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
like the
it,
first
it
Suicide
certainly had moments, you know.
And she is
Um,
crazy. I love her craziness. Yeah, she does a good job of like towing the doctor side and the like psychopath side, I think. And I think Margot Robbie did a good job of like capturing that.
But let me ask you guys a question. Doesn't this kind of play into why can't we just let the villains be villains? Like we're tearing every
How long
villain.
have I been saying that? The
You've been
fact
saying
that Morbius is an anti-hero, Venom is an anti-Venom.
Don't just speak bad
Adam.
about Venom, Jack.
Venom is an anti-hero. It's just that's the new trend. It's like
Yo,
they want
the
to make
Joker's
they
kind of
want
an
to. It's
anti-hero.
because they want to make the heroes so dark that they've stepped over the line of what a hero and the morality that a hero even has to have and understand. So now they're just going to the villains and elevating them slightly.
Well, to be fair, Venom is an anti-hero.
He is
He
now.
didn't start
No,
that
he has
way.
been. Even in Lethal Protector, he was from the late '90s. Those
When Eddie
pre-shots they
Brock
had.
first got that symbiote, he was not
He
an
was
anti-hero.
a villain.
Yeah, but Morbius
Target
is a bad. The ending of Morbius, I don't know how he turns from trying to do the right thing to all of a sudden joining with Vulture and becoming a bad guy.
Right.
And Viviana, I agree. I do like
Spoiler
Vulture
alert.
also.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Anyone
spoiler.
who
Oh
died
no,
to
I'm
see
sorry. I'm
Morbius.
spoiling Morbius for everyone. Sorry, I'm spoiling the best, the greatest guy.
But we do
It's
have
on
a
Netflix now. If you somehow managed to miss it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it because you guys all watched it, so now I have to. Rich,
Nah,
don't
you
watch
kinda-
Top Gun
you-
Maverick because then I'll
you
have
kind
to
of
watch
don't.
I'm not watching Top Gun, man. You
it.
good?
Good, thank
You
you.
good.
Imagine
that one.
sleeping on Top Gun. Top Gun's a mess.
You still haven't watched the first Venom movie.
Yes, we have. We had to for
Yeah,
the
we
for the
definitely did.
podcast.
We
Unfortunately,
didn't watch
Whoa.
Top Gun.
we didn't watch Top Gun.
You guys are just masochists. You're just denying yourself of happiness and pleasure.
You're right. You're right. I'll work it out. I'll go to therapy.
You can see my face right now.
I wish I could see your face right now, Schwanson. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do we have a Discord? We do not have a Discord. We pretty much do all our connecting communication via Instagram. So yeah, you follow us on Instagram, hit us up. We got the podcast, and we might get a Discord. We're growing. Rich freaking streamed Cyberpunk, playing Cyberpunk yesterday. So we're kind of just growing this thing out. Maybe we should get a I'm old.
What's the Discord?
Wow.
For Jack. I could tell Jack doesn't know what Discord is.
Jack definitely is confused.
Jack
Like,
definitely don't know what a Discord.
I have a Discord account.
No, you
yeah,
don't.
I got a Discord account as well.
I got it when I was Pokemoning.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
that's what everyone would say they're gonna go raid. You jump
It's
on
like-
Discord and they'd say
yeah, it's
where
like
they're
a
at.
chat. It's like a chat
Actually,
group.
I
pretty
have one
much.
too from the
Ah.
Walking Dead game. I think I do have one too.
He said it's great for the live chat. All right, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we'll figure out a time to continue to go live, talk with most of my people on Discord. I've been on Discord. Sebastian! I've been on Discord I do have one, but not. Yeah, what do you got?
Pokemon cards?
Pokemon!
So, Pokemon is still alive in this generation. So
Was it alive in ours? Really?
yeah,
was
but
alive.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's making a strong comeback. They just released a new line, and
I
don't know,
missed
man.
it. I missed it growing up.
The-
I caught it in my later.
Oh,
I
these
haven't
are
caught it yet.
spinners for the game.
But
I want to say Pokemon popped off for us in like
Spinners.
when
I
we were
could
in
be wrong, but like junior high maybe, like
Middle
junior
school.
high school in there, like somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
it was high school because then that's when there was like Digimon
I
and then
wasn't
the other one
studying
too.
you. I'm like, I don't know what these little pocket monsters. You're not gonna fight your fight. You're just gonna pull out a monster to fight it for you. It's great, Sebastian. It's wonderful.
Monkey shade.
Oh, yeah, sir, be nice to daddy. My son told me I look homeless when we were getting up today. Awesome.
Yo, Dark Owen is dope. I love that dude.
What's your name? What's your
Oh
name?
man, huh?
No, he's gonna tell you a terrible joke. Maybe next time.
What's your name?
No, not now.
So all right, we're gonna end this thing. My son just went outside with the babysitter. He doesn't know he has an active power wheel back there, so I think I might need to get back there before he drives into the house. Which he's done. Well, I did it because I was controlling it. Details. I told you guys we can catch us Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, we got our podcast. My son makes sure my self-esteem looks like Ukraine. Well,
What's your name?
Damn, bro.
What's your name? What's your name?
That's my type of guy. All right.
That's hilarious. Dark Onan, man. Keep
Those are
in
really
contact.
tragic.
That's yeah, man. All right, we out.
Peace.
Later.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
A pizza.
Say later.